Hey there, folks. It's me, Matt Esquire, with another episode of Blues Lawyer Confessional. Now, what's been going on at Gibson this week? Nothing new. And by nothing new, I mean lots of old things. First up, Gibson just announced the Yardburst. The Yardburst is based on Jeff Beck's famous 1959 burst. What makes it special, so to speak, is that it sports a pair of double cream pickups. That's right, Gibson is taking it to DiMarzio even more. As you may recall, there's a fight going on between Gibson and DiMarzio in the Trademark Trial and Appeal Board over the right to use the two trademarks PAF and double cream pickup. Back in the 70s, DiMarzio attempted and was successful trademarking the concept of a pair of bobbins on a humbucker that are colored that wonderful creamy vintage white. Additionally, DiMarzio registered the trademark for PAF. That's specifically PAF. Fast forward almost half a century, and Gibson comes in to Bigfoot those trademark claims. What they did is they filed a challenge in the TTAB. I say TTAB because I'm not going to say Trademark Trial and Appeal Board over and over again because it's damn near impossible. In the TTAB, Gibson challenged those two trademarks, saying they are too generic and Gibson's got the right to use them anyways because Gibson was the ultimate source. Most recently, Gibson filed an amended complaint. An amended complaint is basically a do-over. Gibson's saying, you know what? We're going to correct things. We're going to narrow things down. And here is what we're going after. If you want to read it all, you can read it all. Again, it's the usual Gibson spiel where they have about 8 pages of stuff that's a lot of plain English, them talking about how great they are, followed by about 400 pages of advertisements for Gibson products over the years. It's nothing new under the sun, and whoever their law firm is makes a ton of money just rehashing the same old stuff. But at the heart of it all, Gibson's saying this. PAF stands for patent applied for, and DiMarzio got that because that's on the sticker to the Gibson pickups from the 50s. So if Gibson wants to use PAF, since they are the ones who originally put them out, Gibson gets to. Additionally, the double cream, Gibson's saying everyone's got double cream pickups, and that color isn't unique to DiMarzio, and Gibson's the company that originally put them out in the first place. The whole point of the double creams is that back in the 60s, guitar players would pry the covers off of their humbuckers and see what color was underneath. Maybe it's black, maybe it's white, maybe it's zebra. That's what they did. DiMarzio, their whole thing is that this is somehow a distinctive look unique to DiMarzio, and that whenever anyone sees a double white humbucker, they immediately think DiMarzio. Obviously, you can tell from my tone whose side I'm kind of leaning on. And yeah, it's Gibson. I'm sorry, but trying to say that every vintage white double cream pickup belongs to you, well, that's the sort of crap I'd expect out of Gibson. And as for the PAF, really, what's DiMarzio going to do? Sue every single pickup winder in America who tries to put out a pickup that calls itself PAF somewhere in the name? Obviously, this isn't legal advice, but for you pickup winders out there, if you want to call your thing a PAF, put the periods in. Whether the TTAB is going to invalidate DiMarzio's trademarks, that has yet to be seen. But if I was going to bet, I wouldn't. That's right. Don't bet on the outcomes of lawsuits. You'd be surprised how these things turn out. If you're interested in buying one of these Yardbursts, well, price tag for them is $10,000. But before you get your credit card out, just know you can be pretty sure that the Yardburst is coming to the Gibson Custom Shop, as well as Gibson USA, as well as Epiphone inspired by Gibson, in all price ranges. Until next time, less fiddling, more playing.